What's happening, guys? Today is another day on the channel, and as you guys can see, I busted my tooth up. But we got more Miata parts for this thing. We got more Miata stuff. I got 4 brand new wheels. They're stock wheels, but they're new, different. Good tires in the front, so now the tires won't lose air on me. This tire is a little bald because the previous owner did 1 wheel peels with it, but that's okay. 4 brand new wheels, 4 brand new-ish tires, and right here we got all the rest of the stuff to get the rest of the interior back together. So we got the 2 window regulators right here. We got the 2 lights that go in the front bumper. We got 75-80% of a cowl right there. We got the rear deck lid plate, that's what I'm going to call that thing right there. We got another door panel because the passenger door panel was kind of falling apart. On the inside in here, what I did a couple days ago was I put the kick panel under here, so now the ECU doesn't get all stepped on. We're gonna have to do a lot of cleaning inside the car when I actually finish up the interior and get this other stuff back in the car. So it's probably be the end of this video that we're going to do a full detail on the inside in here. Right here, we have the block off plate that I'm going to use for this whole thing here. I'll probably get a radio pretty soon, unless I cut all the wiring out of here, which I didn't. It's right there. So I'll get a radio for this thing pretty soon, and we'll mock it up for the top up there and get that to be set up. We're going to be able to get our back deck lid piece all on. I can put my side covers on the sides right here, put those back on. I'll take this roll bar out, and what else will we do? What else? We might even get some speakers for this thing if I get the radio for it, but I don't know yet. But let's go ahead and start installing some of these parts. I want to get the cowl on first, then I want to get the 2 front lights on, and then, oh dude, look at this. What is this, dude? He's rolling. Welded diff life. So yeah, how do you like it, dude?
It's good.
Needs more work?
Definitely.
Okay, well, we can figure that out, but we're gonna go ahead and install a couple of these parts, guys, and then we're going to keep rolling with the video. But yeah, let's install those 2 front covers, and then we'll put the cowl on, because those are 2 super simple parts to put on right now. But yeah, so guys, we got 2 things on. We got the cowl on. That's pretty sick. It's a little movie, a little vibratey. It'll vibrate around, but that's okay, because now we got that. We got our headlight pieces in right here, blinker lights. They actually have blinkers in them too. Still got the BMW badge on there. Not too bad, not too bad. We're gonna come into the back here now, and we're gonna put this deck tray back in. Good old Ruddy took this from me. It's been a long time, so now we're gonna put it back. It's right here. Let's go ahead, throw this back on. We're gonna put the cover back into the back here. Did you take any of the clips to hold the fabric in?
No.
Oh, so we don't have any of those, but what we do have is we're going to take this stupid thing out for right now, and we're going to put our side covers back in, so we actually have full interior again. So that shouldn't be too hard. But let's go ahead first off, and we're going to put this deck tray back in. Okay, guys, so the roll bar is out. The janky one is out for right now. We're going to get the proper one, and we're going to put that one in. It's the one that's like got the smaller hoop, and it's got 2 bars that go into the trunk with like a crossbar in the back there. So we're going to go ahead and get that later on, but for right now, we're just going to put our pieces right here back onto the car, and then we're going to try to get the seat belts to work again. So let's go ahead and try to get this back together. Okay, so we got almost all the interior back together. My friend that gave me some parts is going to let me take some more parts tomorrow. I'm going to take the carpet that goes in the back here, because this one I'm missing half it on this side. A couple of nuts and bolts that go here and on the other side and stuff like that. Connor's got to move his piece that he's got over there, and move that thing there. Thank you. So he's got to move that, and then what we're going to do is right now I'm going to vacuum the whole thing out and just get it all cleaned up. This side I have to change the window regulator and stuff on that tomorrow, and we're going to just vacuum it up right now and get it so that the interior is a little bit nicer, and so that when it's all done I can just hop in it and try this thing, because I'm excited. So guys, it's the next day and we're gonna test the Miata really quick. I got a metal rod here and something like that. I bought two brand new sensors for this thing, one that goes on the back of the block and the one that goes on the front of the block. The one that goes on the front of the block, I think what happened is I might have put too much RTV on it and it's not really grounding itself out, but I'm just gonna put the new sensor in anyways. And how we're gonna test this really quick is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stick this into here. And then when I have the key already on and when we touch it to ground, the fans turn on. So all this little sensor here does is it switches to ground when it gets hot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap that sensor out really quick and put that on. The relay is in there. I'm gonna swap out the sensor in the back and hopefully our fans will work the proper way and then our sensor for the gauge cluster will work the proper way. So let's go ahead, pop both of those sensors into there and see if this actually works once I start the car up. Okay, so we just changed out this sensor that goes in the back of the block. We just changed out the front sensor. And now we're gonna go ahead and start this thing up. We should see gauge working pretty much instantly. And then we should be able to see the fans turn on within probably 5-10 minutes of the car running. I should go and get some more coolant for this right here to make sure that it's not gonna overheat or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna check that out too. So since we just put those two sensors in, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna test the car now and start it up and see if the sensors work. The fan should come on a little bit later, but the coolant temp should come on pretty soon. So within a couple minutes, we should be able to see the coolant temp coming on to the sensor right there. So gotta adjust the idle still though. Okay guys, so a couple of the other parts that my friend let me take is the carpet that's in the back right here. Mine was kind of caught on this side, so what I did was I took mine out and I put it in his, and then I took this one from him. I also got the intake plenum piece so that we can actually have the air box go to where it's supposed to be, which is like over here, and then this whole thing will be back to factory pretty much. So I just don't know if it's going to fit with this bigger radiator in here, but we're going to go ahead and try to get it to fit. So let's go ahead and put these other couple of pieces on, and then we're going to try to diagnose the coolant stuff a little bit more. It's still not working. I tried to start it up really quick and it still didn't read anything after like 2 seconds of idling. So I don't know if the wiring is bad on this thing or what, but we're going to have to keep figuring that stuff out. But let's go ahead, put these other couple of parts back in, and then we're also going to throw in the door window regulators, and we're going to do some other stuff with that. We might not do that in this video. We might just put this other stuff in and then get it to idle right. So let's go ahead and finish up this stuff. Look at that. It's a little purple now, but it's got the whole thing. Mine was cut over here, so it didn't have this half, but now I got a whole one in here. That looks nice. Okay, now what was the other thing I said we were gonna do? Oh, we're gonna put the intake piece on. So let's go ahead and put that intake piece on now. Okay, so the intake is on now and it looks pretty nice. We just got to figure out what we're going to do on this side over here, the hot side, to get this to stay up and not really flopping around. But the rest of it looks very nice right here. We actually got our proper idle air control breather here. We blocked off this one. It originally went to that, but we have a breather on the crankcase anyways. This is the like secondary air box thing that goes underneath, and it's all down there. Orion did something way back in the day to make it sound cool, but we don't need to do that. We got it all set up though. I actually do have to tighten this up really quick. Can you grab an 8mm Connor for that? Connor stopped by too, so yellow bananas down there. But we're gonna go ahead, tighten that up, and then we're gonna go ahead and take it for a drive and see if this coolant stuff works, guys. I really hope that it does, because I don't know what to do after that. It's gonna be just chasing wires after that. So that part is going to suck. But let's hope that the rest of this works and that my tooth gets fixed next Wednesday. So the brakes work now and you don't die. Just drops a little bit and then comes right back up. Look at that. What do you think about that?
It's pretty mint.
Pretty mint. So here you go. Take that. We're gonna do a lap around here and then we're going to see if this gauge works. Hopefully the fans turn on too, so. Got a surprise for you tomorrow in tomorrow's video though. This thing's a ripper, guys. Almost back to stock. You can hit limiter, do whatever you want with this thing, and it's mint. Fans still aren't on though, so we gotta figure that out. But otherwise, guys, this thing's done. We're good. So, if you guys like the video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, comment, share, do all the good stuff, and we will see you guys in the next one with door window regulators and a secret.